feel like I barely caught the digital revolution. I'm a little bit old to be so involved with it, but I've always had one foot in the old way of making things physically and the new way. Nicola dell'Arca, the artist, made this incredible running, screaming Mary Magdalene. I scanned them in Bologna. It was a difficult political job to get access to these works. And we have had to completely remake the sculptures, partially because they were just facades. Basically, we take about 400 individual 3D images, and the software pieces them together in real time. I start with this digital copy and just wanted to take what those artists had done to the next level. Their end point was my beginning point. I've taken, in the simplest way, frontal sculptures and turned them into full 3D sculptures in the round. I don't make a big distinction between completing what I thought the artist was trying to achieve and adding something to it that I've come up with. We've replaced the head of Jesus, which was just roughed out by Michelangelo, with Michelangelo's own head, because it was a work that he was carving 5 days before he died at age 89. We're Booleaning them to get them to be watertight files so that they can be produced by 3D printers. A piece like this is on the CNC milling machine for about a month, running 24/7. Really slowly peeling away the stone. I started thinking that the stones that I chose could work with what I was trying to achieve with my sculptures, and that using high-speed diamond cutters, water-cooled on computer-controlled machines, we could overcome all the limitations of those stones. I chose Mexican onyx for this version, and I think it's a particularly appropriate stone for a tortured woman. We hand carved all of the parts the machine couldn't get to, and there were many passages the machine couldn't do. I mean, obvious would be the inside of the mouth. All of the snakes, loops of snakes in the hair, etc., were carved by hand. Yes, I'm a perfectionist. I butter bread very thoroughly, but I also feel like there's a reason behind that I want the object to have magic. So I'm in the process of building my own facility that will complete the missing step in the chain of creation, which is the computer-controlled milling machines. We do everything up until that point and everything after that point here in my studio in Brooklyn, but because of size and money limitations, I've used machines elsewhere. None of us in art school had any classes on business or how to run a business, how to work with galleries, how to work with collectors, how just to make payroll. I think a lot about how I can inspire people to work at a really high level when ultimately my name goes on the product. I try to pay them decently, but more to give them the feeling that they're really creating something that's important to the culture. That everything we're working on, luckily, is savored and protected and preserved, and it's going to live a long time longer than we will. I mean, if we end up making a car out of the studio, I wouldn't be surprised or disappointed. I just feel that my definition of art is something that humans do at the highest level.